Good morning, guys, and welcome to the video. Today is my birthday. I'm 28 years old, and we're going to go for a little birthday run. When I woke up, nice and cool outside, so I was super excited. Took a look at the forecast, and it's definitely going to rain. There's like 100% chance of rain, so I just wrapped up 2 personal training sessions this morning, and then now I'm going to go for a little run. But honestly, running in the rain is one of my favorite things. I really love running in the rain. It keeps you cool. It's kind of calming and relaxing. So really looking forward to it, and we're going to hop into our run. Now, before we hop into the rest of the video, guys, I do want to announce that we are doing a 25% off July 4th sale on July 3rd. So it's going to run Wednesday all the way through Monday, so the entire July 4th weekend. So if you're looking to support the brand, save some money on our supplements or apparel line, go head over to fitgrindformula.com after you're done watching this video. Like I said, 25% off our protein powder, off of our electrolytes, off of our entire apparel line. So if you're interested, go check it out after you're done watching the video. I'll leave the link in the comments and the description below. So like I said, I just finished up with 2 personal training sessions. I just mixed up 1 scoop of our FitGrind electrolytes, and then I also have some dextrose powder just being in the morning, something that's going to digest easily and not really upset my stomach, but is going to give me some energy for the run. So I'm about to head out. It's raining outside, so I'm probably not going to get a ton of clips of the run because I don't want to get my camera wet. But in the next clip, I'll go over the synopsis of the run and how it went and give you all the details on the birthday run. So just finished up that run, went for a 6-mile run, and overall it was a great run. It was raining. I didn't take my camera with me, so I didn't have any of the footage from the run, but overall I really like running in the rain. It's just one of those things, like, it's such an easy decision to not go run. So it's just one of those things, it's like you had a run planned, you were going to run, and you're going to go do it. No matter what the conditions are, at the end of the day, you either did the work or you didn't. So overall, it was a great run. I'll put my laps up here on the screen, but overall, the run, 6 total miles, 49 minutes and 27 seconds at an 8:14 average pace. So I just went to a local lake that is a big old loop, which is just a really good run that I like to go through all the time. So after I went for the run, I did 1 scoop of our greens, 1 scoop of our FitGrind electrolytes. That's one of my favorite things to do after a long run. It tastes super good, especially when you mix both of those together. Our electrolytes are out. They just released last week. And then our FitGrind greens will be coming out in a couple months. We're currently working on that. So if you'd like to check those out, I'll leave the link in the comments in the description below, fitgrindformula.com. Next thing that I kind of want to go through being my birthday, I want to go through 5 lessons that I've learned in my very long life of 28 years. I by no means know it all. I by no means have all the answers, but these are just 5 things that I've really learned that I kind of wanted to share with you from my personal experiences, from growing up, graduating from college, getting married, having kids, opening a business and running a business, and just 5 things that I've kind of learned from all the different aspects of my life. And if you care to listen, we're going to go over those 5 things next. So the first thing that I've really learned in my experience over the last 20 years on this earth is that you have to dream, and you have to dream big. And I think that it's very easy to just be complacent. It's very easy just to fall into a rhythm. And it's very easy to tell yourself that you can't do things. But I have always dreamed. I've always dreamed big. I've always had big visions. And growing up, my first love was baseball. And that was really where I first started to dream. I thought that I was going to be a New York Yankees baseball pitcher, and I loved baseball. And I pitched, and my baseball career actually ended at the end of high school, where I actually fell more in love with fitness and with taking care of my body and the science behind fitness. And I still love baseball. Our boys play baseball. It's a deep passion of mine. But I realized that I was more in love with fitness. And that's when I went on to college and studied kinesiology and got my degree in exercise science. So that is where I really started to learn the power of dreaming when I was young, and really dreaming that I would be this Yankees baseball pitcher and that I was going to make it to the big leagues. That never happened for me. But another dream of mine was to open a business and specifically run a gym. And that was a big dream of mine for a long time. And me and my wife did that just over 3 years ago when we opened the brand of FitGrind. And by no means are we where we want to be, but every day we're working towards that. But we did that by the power of dreaming and dreaming big and not telling ourselves that we can't do things. And I think that's something that I've made that mistake in my life so many times before. But going and doing things that challenge you and daring to dream is such a powerful thing. And the biggest lesson I want to get across here is just never tell yourself that you can't do things. Dream big, set your goals high, and you're not always going to succeed. And that's going to take me into my second point, is that it's okay to fail. Just learn from those lessons and learn from your failures. I think that so many people are afraid of not doing things, me myself included, so many times in my life, where you're scared of like the what if. But if you can dare to dream and you can not be afraid of failing, and if you do fail, learn from those failures, it's such a powerful learning experience, and it's going to help you grow in every aspect of your life. I'm not just talking about the gym. I'm not just talking about a business. I'm talking about relationships. I'm talking about financial decisions. I'm talking about every aspect of your life. If you dare to dream, you set your goals high, and don't be afraid to fail, you can learn a lot of lessons from it, and you'll succeed. And if you don't, there's a lesson, because you can learn from that failure, correct the mistake, and be on your way to succeeding in the future. My third lesson that I've learned is the power of consistency. And this has really been hammered home throughout sports growing up. I played baseball and basketball. Baseball was my main sport. The power of that consistent practice, consistently just getting better, consistently refining your craft. This has further been hammered down in the gym and learning that every single week you have to come in and be consistent, and it's not going to happen overnight. But this consistent grind and this consistent hustle is so powerful. And if you can just beat yourself every single time you come into the gym, or beat what you did every time in whatever aspect you're trying to take this into, you're going to see progress, you're going to see growth, and over 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, you're going to see this crazy amount of gain, and no matter what you're doing, as long as you're consistent, because that consistency compounds. So no matter what you're doing, if you want to get better of something, realize that it's not going to happen overnight, but the most powerful thing that you can do is to be consistent at it and just get a little bit better every single day, every single day. And if you do that, there's going to be this crazy amount of growth that happens. You're going to look back and you'll be like, wow, that was really worth it. And it reinforces the power of that consistency even more. My fourth tip is kind of two-parted here. And this is something that I've learned all throughout my life. And again, I've learned in the gym, I've learned in sports, I've learned in other aspects and areas of my life. And this is the power of understanding your why. This is so cliche, but understanding your motivations for why you want to do something and doing it for yourself and doing it for the right reasons. I think there's so many examples throughout life that we can do things for the wrong reasons. We can do things for the wrong motivations or the wrong why of why we want to achieve something or why we want to set this goal and accomplish something. But if you dive deeper into what it is that you want to do, not what someone else wants you to do, not what your significant other or your friends or family, what they want you to do, but what is it that you want to accomplish? What do you want to do? And why is that? That is such a powerful motivator, and it keeps you with that consistency that I talked about in lesson number 3. And I think that throughout my life, I've done certain things for the wrong reasons, or there's been times where I've had a chip on my shoulder to prove something to people, or to prove that I could be successful, or prove that I could accomplish a goal. And yes, that's powerful, but it's not powerful for the long term. Your why is going to be a deeper motivator, and it's going to help you stay consistent. It's going to motivate you in those times where you're lacking motivation, and it's going to help you stay with what you're trying to accomplish. So really dig deep, figure out what it is that you want to accomplish in anything. Like I said, I'm not just talking about the gym here. I'm not just talking about business. I'm not just talking about finances. I'm talking about relationships. There's so many different aspects of life that once you kind of find some success in one thing, you can apply that same principle to different areas of your life and really just round out your life. And I think that that is a really powerful thing, especially being a father, doing things for the right reasons and setting that example. I have 3 boys, I have a wife, and I want to be a positive role model in everyone's life. I want to be that positive impact and have a positive impact on the people around me and the people that I love. And I think that all starts by setting your goals high, by being consistent at something and showing how diligent you can really be and being courageous to dream, but also just having the knowledge and the understanding of what it is that you want to accomplish, why you want to accomplish that, because that's so powerful and it's so motivating and it's very inspiring, not only for yourself, but for others. So something that's very cliche, but I promise you is so powerful, because when you can find that, you're going to hone in on what it is you want to do and you're going to be so consistent at it. And even when you're lacking motivation, you can go back to that and really circle back and stay working towards the goal that you're trying to achieve. My fifth lesson that I have learned, and this is something that has taken me a long time to learn, but my fifth lesson is that you have to practice balance. You have to stop and smell the roses. And again, it's so cliche, but throughout my life, when I first got into fitness, I was obsessed. I was all about it. I was chicken, rice, veggies, every meal, no sugar, no crap, no nothing. I've told the story before where I would take food to my friend's house if I was sleeping over in high school. I would take the scale so I could weigh myself and make sure that I was gaining weight consistently. And those are very strict, consistent habits, but they're not healthy habits. And you have to realize that you can see great progress doing 80 to 90% of the things right. You have to learn how to do those things consistently, but make sure that you're stopping to smell the roses. Make sure that you're stopping to enjoy certain events. You know, today for my birthday, a good example of this is I'm going to go home after I have a couple more training sessions. We're going to make some brownies and we're going to take some Halo Top ice cream and we're going to have brownie sundaes. You know, it's something that it's not going to kill my progress, but I'm going to enjoy myself. And there will be certain instances where maybe we want to go out for dinner and we take our kids out for dinner once a week type of thing, and we go enjoy a meal. Or me and Alyssa want to go on a date, take my wife out for a date, and we go out and enjoy a meal, maybe have a drink, and just understand that fitness is a part of our life and it should add to our life, but it can't consume our life. And this is one of the biggest lessons that I've learned across so many years. And I've made this mistake time and time again, and that's why I can talk about it, because I've been to places where I've been so anal and so strict, and I promise you that you're not going to see better progress from that. You may start to resent your fitness, and you may start to resent what you're trying to do and what you're trying to accomplish. So I urge you, try to find balance, try to find those special occasions, be present, enjoy them, and I promise you this is going to be more of a lifestyle, and you're going to be able to stick with it more. So those are my 5 lessons that I've learned. Like I said, I don't have all the answers. I'm not going to sit here and say that I have all the answers, but those are 5 things that I've personally learned that you can take them, you can leave them, you can, take them for what they're worth. But those are 5 things that I think are very powerful for myself that I've learned that I just wanted to share with you guys. So I'm going to finish up a couple training sessions, go home, and we're going to make some brownie sundaes. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button for me. This was a little bit shorter of a video as far as the workout and the fitness aspect of it, but I just recorded 2 videos last week that if you missed, definitely go check those out. I'll leave them at the top of the screen here next, and I'll see you guys in the next video.